welcome to episode, what are we on? Episode 2 of Top Shelf Tech. We got Chris Lindell here with us.
That's right.
Years and years and years in the hospitality hotel business.
That is true.
And we're going to be trying some, I think it's French cognac.
Yes, it is.
We're here at,
Yeah.
we're
Uh-huh.
some French cognac.
Little cognac.
You have to say it. Maison Surrenne. We did the Google pronunciation of it to make sure that we had it right.
It was a little bit of a Maison Surrenne.
Well, that's because it was a robot. Robots speak French now, but it was a nice voice.
Yeah, it's okay.
I very much enjoyed the voice, but we're enjoying this and this amazing scenery you got here on
That's
set
true,
here
man.
at the
This is
Walton
dope.
Street Lounge. An awesome place to be. Now, this is just the first floor of, obviously, like we talk about. Upstairs is the Walton Street Kitchen. An amazing place for food. Obviously, amazing place for some really top shelf spirits. So that's why you're hearing top shelf.
Awesome
Tex.
atmosphere, man. Awesome
It is.
atmosphere.
I ate there last night.
You ate there last night.
Got me
Ron's off
envious.
camera. He says he ate there last night.
Said it was emotional too.
It was an experience.
Wanted
a
to talk to
spiritual
the
experience.
chef.
Tear came down, cornered my eye a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that was like the don't litter commercial.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you litter in the Native
Is
American.
this sea salt I'm tasting or just salt?
I was tearing due to the emotion that I got in the food.
Oh my
man, that's
gosh.
funny.
Well, we already know the direction of this episode, the way this is going.
Okay.
But we're gonna have you taste some of the cognac,
I'm definitely looking forward to it, man.
and you're gonna tell us what you think about it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color.
That is true. Excellent bottle too, man. Kind of trick you out though. It doesn't really look like a cognac bottle. It look like more of a wine bottle though.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kinda
it's got
like a
that
French
wine.
thing to it, you know.
Let's see here. You guys can see that? I'm showing the camera.
Oh
there.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you see that?
It's brown, man.
It's got a beautiful amber to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be trying that. We're gonna be talking about some. Obviously, we talk about technology, and we say on the show it's kind of interesting seeing how technology has morphed every industry. You
That's
know?
true.
And you have a unique perspective because you're so client-facing
That is true.
on the hospitality side. So you get the chance to see and talk with people from so many different walks of life. But
That's true.
because of being in the hospitality within a big city like Chicago, you get an opportunity to see how the demands for technology and clients and what they've wanted in their rooms or wanted whatever their needs are and how they've changed over time. So it's kind of cool, man. Happy to have you
Yeah.
on. We kind of want to hear your story, kind of how you got into the industry.
No problem, man.
And,
Love to.
where you came from. Are you
It's
from
like kinda
Chicago? Are
Lord
you
of the
from
Rings.
Chicago?
Not originally.
Where are you originally from?
Grew up in Boston, but originally from Jamaica.
What?
Yeah, it's an island guy, man. Yeah. Flew all the way over
What the
there.
hell are we doing with French cognac?
Yeah, man.
There must be some Jamaican.
Yeah, we
Little
got
rum.
something fun over here, man. Mind you, home.
I mean, hey, man. I mean, the French cognac is there, man.
Yeah,
we
that's
gotta knock
true.
it out, man. We gotta knock this out.
That's
Yeah,
true.
oui, monsieur.
Yeah. Wait, how old were you when you came stateside?
I was about 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you had some years there.
Yeah. I've been in the States pretty much all my life, but still have the heritage, still have all the food and culture and stuff like that, and it's, but I've been living in Boston and living here. It's been a win-win situation.
How long were you in Boston?
I been living in Boston since I left Boston in '94.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's been a while. All my youth, all my friends and stuff like that was there. And then
Right.
came here and got into the industry as far as the hotel business.
Right.
And about a couple of years later, this, I don't know, man, how could I put it? This gem, that's what I like to call her. This beautiful essence just walked past me, and it was like one of those moments, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it, that she's real.
Was it this magic moment?
Yeah, it was a magic moment, man, and it didn't work out the way I thought it would. I thought I would go over there and like just put my, my little Johnny Q, James Bond kind of look, little accent and everything, and I went over there just like blah 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 blah. So that took about a couple of months of. Every time I saw her, she would walk away and she would like look at me like, "Oh my God, not you again." and then Then this guy named Randy Brown, he convinced her one night I should give her a ride home for some reason or another. I was
He's your
21.
wingman.
Yeah, Randy, man. He's not with the staff anymore. But Randy, if you're out there, thank you. You're the reason for these 4 children. Thank you, Randy. But no, so we've been together since then. We have 4 children now, and life is good. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
So when did you get into hospitality back in Boston, or was that in Chicago?
I got up in here.
Okay.
At the spot I've been working at, and it's been a great experience, man. You know, it's kind of an icebreaker. Just like I always call the hotel business like golf. You know, I love playing golf. I love meeting new people. Golf is one of those things where you meet so many different people from so different backgrounds and just love one thing. They love golf. And it's the same thing with the hotel business. You know, people like to come and have a good time, and you meet, especially at the location I work at, you meet so many people from not just from the States, but throughout the world. And you know, sometimes I always tell the guests, it's not, you know, you don't have to see the world. Sometimes, you know, the world comes see me.
Right.
So it's been great. You know, so and technology has been it's been a game changer. Definitely that I've seen.
In so many things. Like,
Oh yeah.
we talked with Ron on the last episode about Area 51 raids,
Oh yeah.
and that's already gone. Now it's people making themselves look like they're 80 years old. that disappeared.
Yes.
Yesterday we're talking about that, and it's like the biggest thing on the internet, and then poof, pictures of selfies of people making themselves look. Are you guys on this? Am I the only one that knows about
No,
this?
I saw it.
I'm always looking for fresh stuff for the
Saw it on
show.
the news this morning, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a digital age or something, like they take a picture or something.
Or they did raid Area 51. That's what happened to them.
Got the U-turn, huh?
They found a wormhole. They found that wormhole and popped out. They're 80 years
Drink
old.
all of it now.
Like, what's his face? Captain America.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
spoilers are allowed at this point.
Yeah, a little blue juice in them, you know.
No. From Endgame.
No, I know, man. Yeah.
Have you seen Endgame?
Not seen Endgame.
Are you a Marvel person?
I am. You know, Did I see Endgame? No, I haven't seen that.
You would have known if you've seen Endgame.
No, I haven't seen that. That's the last one, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. So.
Well then, shoot. I guess spoilers are.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Spoilers aren't
though.
allowed.
I heard about it though.
What do you mean you heard
Go
about
back
it?
in time, something like that, and all that good stuff. So, I heard it.
That's
heard
the whole
about
movie.
it.
That's you've seen it. There you go.
That's pretty much the
That's
movie.
it.
Yeah.
Nothing else happens.
Yeah. I mean, the action scenes. You know, you like to see the action scenes. And
The
guys,
Hulk dies.
He does. Oh.
The Hulk
Yeah.
can't die, man. Come
Yeah.
on. You can't fall for that
Well,
one.
They killed
I
off
mean-
Stark, though. That's not cool.
No, what?
They killed off Stark.
See, he's playing jokes with you too.
No.
We're not gonna talk anymore. It's okay.
No.
He's playing jokes.
Oh my God.
He's messing with you, man.
Woo.
Dude, he's messing
That's the
with you.
greatest Avenger of all, man.
Give that man some more cognac.
Yes, man.
That's-
I need
we're
that.
gonna try
now.
that.
Yeah, take 2 shots and call me in the morning, kind of thing now, man.
But, anyways, tell me a little bit about technology in the hotel business. All I know really is that there's been a ton of. You're gonna be able to tell me a lot more than what I know. All I've seen it went from like you have to call and make your reservation.
Sure.
And it was like then it became more advanced with some of the chains where you called like a central location
Sure.
versus just that location.
Exactly.
And then it kind of morphed into as the whole e-commerce online boom happened.
Yeah.
You went to the hotel's website and
Yeah.
you could book from which you still can, obviously.
Sure.
And now it's morphed into like all of these third-party, all-in-one online travel agencies.
Exactly.
Really. So maybe I skipped the step of the travel agency even before
Yeah.
that, but.
You're on the money, though.
Huh?
You're definitely on the money.
Yeah, they're still
Yeah.
there. They're still there. You have like the kayaks and whatever, Expedia. I don't know all the names of them. There's so many of them now, where you book like your flight, your car, your
Exactly.
hotel, your
The phone, yeah. What you just said is on the money. When your cell phone has become your front desk agent, has become your doorman, has become pretty much everything you need in one.
Right.
Keyless entry is one of the big things that the hotel industry is now doing. So basically on that, the digital world is, and I would say 40% of what you will call the normal clientele that does the normal thing. does not do it anymore because they have access to things that the digital world provides for them now, in the sense that they can check themselves in without being at the front desk. Now they have digital situation where now it's not just your key card to get inside your door. Your cell phone can use and you can open your door. Now the digital way world is turned.
Our music turned on.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. What's that?
It does.
A little R&B sensation.
So anyways, door, you open your door with your phone.
The digital world has changed to a point where I've seen Uber and Lyft was the big wave. Now you have all these restaurants who are delivering from your phone. You don't have to use...
Right. The phone has become the most significant and most important device.
So
that I mean, we call it. I can't even believe we still call this a phone.
Yeah,
it's outrageous that we still call this.
I mean, it's
a phone.
addiction too, man. You lose your phone, and it's like you don't know what to do. You're like, oh my god, I can't think properly.
I was coming down to the city to meet Ron when he was in town one time, and I forgot my phone.
Yeah.
So I had my wife call you or something. I texted her from my laptop. I was able to text her from my laptop.
Okay.
Or some. I don't remember how I did. You have he has. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
So for all the IT people watching this, I'm
with
sorry.
Androids
I
too.
like Apple. It's because I'm on the marketing side. It just
I know I'm cutting.
I've never. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, everyone can't accept that cutting edge.
Here's the reality of it.
I think
okay?
Apple's more like for show. You know, like, hey, I got an Apple.
No. They've done a good job of that, and they started that. Their phones were like aluminum and glass and all that kind of stuff, and Android had all these plastic parts and everything. So. But here's what it is. I'll tell you what it is, okay? The reason IT people prefer Androids is because they do have more capabilities to customize and do your own thing, a little bit more power, all that kind of stuff.
Way better system. Sound like it to me.
Right. But for me, why Apple dominated, like the more everyday, not techie person, why they dominated for a while was, which now it's very 50-50, was because it connected with everything in my life so much more flawlessly. I didn't have to put lines of code in to do all this stuff.
Download.
Like my phone synced with my desktop, synced with my laptop. It's because I had the whole Apple ecosystem. Now, if I have a PC, an Android, a different type of electronic wearable that's not the brand of the phone, like a Pebble or something like that, that whole process has become easier between the phone and the wearable. But like syncing my phone with my laptop, like I have, it's not like this.
Okay.
And it's just from a consumer basis, this is easier.
Well,
Apple wins on that.
I mean, you know, that's what's so cool about this country.
Yeah.
You have the right to.
So cool about it. He's getting political.
To be wrong.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
of course, dude.
You can't even compete when I'm doing a bunch of file stuff on my computer and I just want to pull all this stuff into my phone. I just AirDrop it.
Yeah.
I don't have to plug. Try to do that from a PC to an Android phone. You gotta have core. It's a disaster. You have a special. It sucks.
Sounds like he's like not. He's going through the motions of just realizing that he needs to come over on our side of town. You know what I mean?
Data center guys, man.
Yeah, you know, we got all this infrastructure, man. All this this stuff that we can add on to our phone, man. Apple's just. It's pretty.
Done.
It looks pretty, man. It's a pretty phone.
Well,
That's all
yeah,
I can say.
Samsung did come along and copy all of their.
It's a conversation piece, you know. Yeah, it's like a nice little. I don't know.
What? It's like a pretty girl that's not smart. Is that what you're saying?
I was trying to be delicate. Yeah, you said it, so that's great.
I like that. Pretty girl, not so smart. Yeah. You must be an Apple.
It's like you go to meet a buddy for dinner, and he brings his girlfriend, you know, and he says, "What do you think? She's really pretty, man."
Yeah.
What else do you think about her?
She's really pretty.
She's so pretty.
She's an Apple.
Yeah. You met her on that Apple-only dating site, right? Or dating app.
Door is crazy.
Yeah. So you have an Android phone?
Yeah, I do.
That's too bad.
Yeah, man. I need to upgrade mine though, but it's just I don't know.
I mean, you probably don't have to because it's working great.
Yeah, it's working great, man. It's simple, man. And you get like great signal too,
You
man.
gotta shut down. That has nothing to do with the phone. That has nothing to do with the phone. All the phones have the same crap in them. They do. It's all made by Android companies, but it's all the same. I mean, this is all Samsung, whatever with the phones. I do have a question for you.
All right, ask a question.
Hotel business. Because I, from a marketer's standpoint,
Okay.
where I see myself, I'm very much, regardless of that last 5-minute rant about Apple and me not knowing technology, I am very much a believer in technology from the marketing end and all this kind of stuff. I'm the type of person that says Netflix should have been made by Blockbuster, and Uber should have been made by a big taxi company.
Yes.
And when it comes to the hotel industry, I think that like one of the big hotel brands should have made Airbnb versus getting. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yes.
I'm not in it every day, but I feel like the hotel industry has seen a little bit of a shellacking from this shared economy application type thing. So what are your thoughts on Airbnb, shared economy? Because that's a whole different level of technology. It goes back to the device. I booked an Airbnb, okay? It's crazy easy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Of course.
Now, there's a lot of downside to Airbnb that you don't necessarily get from a hotel.
Of course.
I mean, there's a service. There's so much that goes into that. However, there are people now that have bought. Like, if you go to a major city like Chicago, there's people that own 20 condos in the city, and all they do is Airbnb them.
Okay.
They just rent them out. They pay their mortgage in a weekend. Someone stays a weekend there, it's like 4 days there, it's $2,000. They're spending $500. It's a nice condo. Sure. But they're getting, and they're booked. You look at their dates, they're completely booked. They don't live there, they don't stay there, they don't have to move somewhere with someone staying there. So what do you feel about it?
Well, one of my favorite movies is Last of the Mohegans, and I love the last scene. He's like, well, I'm the last of the Mohegans. I think the technical world has evolved, and it's here to stay. And if you're not up to those, as far as getting yourself applicated to those things, you're going to be left behind. And I think a lot of companies, a lot of businesses were just relying on the norms. And the digital world has come and said, you know what, we have options now. You don't have to use yellow cabs no more. There's an option. There's a thing called Uber, and this is the way you can do it. And I think a lot of companies, especially the hotel industry, are doing catch up. They're trying to do catch up. They're trying to be clever about it. But in the same token, it is changing the hotel industry or the customer service business, because now a lot of things that we used to rely on, they're becoming obsolete, and obviously you're going to still have that one-on-one contact, talking, like you said, you're in that type of feel, and that feel that you feel that individual is looking out for your best interest in that one or two like I always tell guests, it's without guests like yourself, there wouldn't be guys like me. You're the reason why I have an opportunity to make a living. But there is also the realization that even a person like myself has to evolve and have to realize that you cannot just allow on a regular basis of doing things, And one of the things I find so funny is about insurance. How now I feel that, in the near years, because of how things have changed so rapidly, people will have to start buying subsidy insurance, because you cannot rely on your job anymore, because things are evolving to that point. So, it's a lot of things are happening, and it's on the digital atmosphere. And if we're not up to date with it, and it's your responsibility now, man. It's your responsibility to
Like the
to
companies, it's
apply.
their responsibility.
Well, not even just to companies. There's a lot of people in the fields right now that are actually saying, you know what, you got to go back, you got to be retrained because
Right.
this is a new system, this is the now, and
Right.
this is the future. So, yeah.
Huh. You said something interesting. And I didn't even think of that. Like when you were talking about earlier in the show, you were talking about how like certain hotels you don't even go to the front desk anymore to check in.
Exactly.
You just boom, boom. You unlock with your phone. This
Exactly.
whole streamlined process. You don't even talk to anyone.
Exactly.
There's like this argument that with this, device that we call a phone, which is really just like a supercomputer in your pocket,
Sure.
that it's making us, there's two sides of the fence, right? There's a side that says we're becoming less and less social beings.
Sure.
But there's a fair argument to say we're being more and more social. We're able to get a lot more touches,
Information.
a lot more information, a lot more touches with a lot more people.
Sure.
That we never would have,
Exactly.
in the past. So I'd be interested because you're so client-faced all the time.
Yeah. On the front lines.
Right. And you're, as of right now, you're at a place that is very focused on that.
Sure.
I would say, I think my thought would be that when you talk about, a place like where you're at, I think even from a marketing standpoint, there's a lot of power in nostalgia. I think there's a nostalgia that goes on. I mean, look at this place. This place is really cool. It's brand new, but there's nostalgia that kind of pulls you, towards it.
Well, I mean,
But before I get there, the whole point I was trying to make is the social aspect.
yeah.
How people actually interface with other people.
Sure.
Is it only going to happen through a screen?
Sure.
Or are we just gonna become little like droids, that just we walk into a building and here's our sleep pod essentially.
Yes.
That's our hotel room, and however nice that is, and you don't talk to the cleaning staff, you don't even see them, you don't like how is that all going to evolve and make us as people? I think is an interesting.
I mean, well, you're with all new things. There's new levels of goods and bad to it. I mean, it's just how it is.
Right.
But the thing that's so great about what you just said, that we realize that, we realize the fact that this is changing the whole psyche of how people interact with each other, how people come out. I mean, it's just like my son, I told my son that you didn't enjoy being a kid. Because you didn't play hide and go seek, you didn't play dodgeball, you didn't do all the things that I did, when I was a kid, and I thought that was fun,
Right.
or neighborhood football games, and all those little things that kids used to do when I was coming up. Now it's Xbox, now it's interfacing, playing guys with, the other day he was on the Xbox game, and I thought he was in a fight or something, and actually it was his cousins playing. It was 5 against 5, and they were playing some kids probably on the opposite side of the world. That's how crazy it is.
Right.
But his cousins, 5 of his cousins, are playing a basketball game, a digital basketball
Right.
game with some kid on the opposite side, and that. To them, that was fascinating. To them, that was fun.
Well, that's the neighborhood pickup game.
Exactly,
But you're playing with, kids in Hong Kong.
Exactly. So it's as a parent, I always tell my daughter, my eldest, she wanted to get a job when she was 16, I think it's 15 or 15 and a half or 16, and she's like, I've done everything you asked me. I've got good grades. I've done this. I'm asking for this one thing, and I told her, I said, you're only 16 once.
Right.
You're not going to be 16 again for the rest of your life. So, and as parents, as people involved, we have to be proactive and still remind the things that we found that was true and good for us. It still has some substance, and right. But it is coming. This revolution, this new.
I'd say it's here.
Yeah, right. I think one of the things that we're starting to see the signs of it. I mean, I never forgot this, and this one it really hit me. It was funny too. We had a group that was leaving, and they were all leaving at midday. So everybody was in a rush. They're all accountants, so they're on another. They have to get on the airline. Blah blah blah. The bus were taking too long, so they decided to just jump in the cab. So we had lines of cabs out there. You know, he's like, "What's going on?" And none of them would use the cabs. And some of the cabs, someone was asking, he's like, no, and they're playing with their phones and this and talking to each other. Are you guys gonna come? And it still didn't hit me yet. And one of the guys walked up and I said, well, yeah, they're leaving, but they don't need to. And he's like, well, we all got Uber. I'm so sorry. The cab driver turned around and said, I'm Uber too. He's like, well, you're not my Uber. Mine's just 2 minutes away. It was the funniest thing I ever saw.
Right. Well,
so
yeah.
it was mind-boggling that 90% of those people didn't use a cab. All of them wanted to use Uber.
Well, and it's because of what Uber sells. Uber doesn't sell you rides. Uber sells you the perception of time. That guy was going to wait an extra 2 minutes. The cab was right there. It's the same price. What was he doing? Yeah. So it's the perception that he was saving time because he's in this. He lives in this world. This is his world. So
and that's true too. What you just said, I do agree with you. The perception of time,
right?
You know, because it's kind of working right now. I have a lot of people that I know from all aspects. From you're talking about just regular Joes like myself and guys who are in the highest of management fields. Are driving Ubers. Yeah. You know, people are using that as a way to make money, and it's all digital. Everything digital. You don't have to get money. You don't get a fee anymore as far as getting cash. It's all going through your bank account and all the different things in there. So it is here, and it's going to be here for a long time. And I think one of the things we have to realize is that now it's here. We just can't rely on the norm. We have to have options as far as how we're going to have our service given to us, how we're going to get it, who's the better option, what's the better price, et cetera, et cetera. Because if you rely on just one monopoly, you really don't evolve. Right. And that's what I love about the technology as far as what's coming in here. There's so many different things, and listen to you and Ron talk about some great ideas of groundbreaking things. That's the true essence of what's going on, because we have to realize one important thing. Once the system goes down, it's a domino effect. You know, I always remember when I was a kid, one of the things I find so funny, and this what I call it right now, about the light being shut off in your neighborhood. Once your light shut off in your neighborhood, everything from one end to probably two blocks are shut off. You don't have no light, you don't have no power. You basically have to go back to the dark ages and get your candles and stuff like that. So that's the realization that technology has its benefits. But what is this distraction? What if we put all our marbles in technology? What if something happened?
Right, there has to be this beautiful marriage.
Exactly.
You know, like, have you seen like a change in people? Like as they come in, you know, as they come into the hotel, and you're setting like whether you're setting them up with, you know, a big like wedding package thing or whatever. I think it's so fascinating because you come across so many people that you know, you get to see the manifestation of what technology is doing to us as human beings. And you've had a lot of years of, you know, watching not just the progression of being involved yourself with the technological change, but seeing what it's done to a lot of people.
Exactly.
You know, do you see like a change? Like, are people more like? Here's how I picture it. I picture it used to be, you know, people come in, you get to see them, they're trying to find you, essentially. Now I feel like they're more concerned. Like they might just be looking at what they got going on. Kind of ignore people around them. Don't understand who you are and how you're there to help them. I mean, have you seen? I don't know. I'm kind of spitballing.
I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but like a gentleman like yourself, and we've talked before, and I can picture you as a person who have built relationships, you know, built those kind of long-lasting relationships where you have interact with someone and those individual, it may be private or business, it's a relationship that you realize that you have built, that it's a relationship of respect and a relationship that you have that's have this kind of attitude, like, you know what, that's a good guy, and you can rely on that guy because he
you
has
almost
done.
can't get that through like an Instagram DM.
Yeah.
So
So it's changing
or
in
like
that
a digital
sense.
booking agent.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the hotel industry, I
Yeah.
feel like you can't.
Yeah, because
Can't
you
always
you
get
used
that.
to have the thing where that's my guy, and it's still you're still dude, but
Right.
now you have a situation was, it's not so much that's my guy, is about what can we do for you right now to solve the situation, and it's not, and one of the great things about I think I'm blessed because I work for one of the oldest hotels in the city, so it's a generational hotel. But
Right.
the new hotels, it's totally different. It don't have that kind of, like you said before, you come into a place like this, it feels like it has character to it. These new hotels, they're high end technology wise, but they don't have that kind of
Sometimes they're cold.
they're cold. They're everything you need, but you don't really have that kind of that warmness,
Right, that
It's not
connectivity
cold.
with people.
Exactly.
See?
Let's do this,
Yeah,
man.
you're gonna try some cognac.
All right, man. So I'm
What did I say it was Maison Surrenne. So where are you at in the alcohol game? Are you a wine drinker or are you a cognac? I think we picked a cognac because you're a cognac drinker.
Well, you know what? I started off with vodka,
Oh my god.
and I'm
Okay,
not sure why.
Started off with vodka. Are we talking about like in high school? I started off with vodka.
vodka, like a little Cosmo. Your mother drink a Cosmo, and then you say, "Well, what's a Cosmo?" And you don't know what you're doing, but you drink that, and you got in there. But the cognac has changed for me. It's not a drink where I feel that I want to get drunk on. It's just a smooth drink, And I'm a cigar drinker. I'm a cigar smoker myself, which I
Right.
plan to have my own brand out sooner or later.
Right.
So
So this is the how's it? Maison Surrenne.
Maison Surrenne.
Surrenne. Yeah, I'm gonna find some notes about it because it's an absolute beautiful color. But
Oh,
I want to
man,
hear what
and
you got
this-
to say about it.
Let me try. Definitely not Hennessy, I'll tell you that. It is really smooth. Really, really smooth. Catch you right there in the chest, too. This is good stuff. It's got a nice little smell to it, too. You can tell this one is aged a little bit.
I don't know what the Village.
No?
I know
Fumes are strong. Yeah, the fumes are getting me right here. I
Right.
can still feel it.
So,
Nice little fumes too. It's not heavy fumes.
Right.
It's just spreading through the lungs a little bit.
Let's see. The maker's saying it's a fruit-laden notes of plum, candied fruits, vanilla, nutmeg, and citrus on the nose. I caught very strongly the candied fruits, vanilla, and then it's at the end of that on the nose. It's got that citrus, like that.
I'm smelling the citrus though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it's
really
got that
smelling it,
little at the bite, kind of at the end of it, and then it says on the palate.
I don't smell no vanilla though.
I don't know.
Are you smelling any vanilla on that one? Oh, you do?
Yeah,
I
the
smell the
citrus is
citrus.
strong. I think, but it's at the end. You get and I took it out of the bottle, but it was like I took the smell out of the bottle. I should have taken it out of the glass, but
The barrel is amazing. I love the barrel.
he loves the barrel. Let's see. What did it say on the palate? Vanilla, citrus, dark chocolate, floral notes, and rich flavors of fruit, which is followed by some nutty notes.
Kind of got a rum
like the
thing
spice
to it,
on
right?
it. That bitter dark chocolate, sweet dried
little rum.
fruit.
But it is.
Oh, that's a port finish.
Yeah, well, and it's brandy based, so.
Right.
Yeah, that barrel's pretty damn good, man.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
It's spectacular. I mean, you get it here, guys. So Walton Street Lounge, come by. Feel like you just stepped into. I mean, it feels like you're just at your own den.
Yeah, man.
At least you want it to be. I want this to be my den. And here's what I'll say, because I was in that seat for our last episode, that blue seat. This chair, it's hugging me.
It gives you a hug.
It does. I sit back in it. It's like
It's your showing you love.
sit here. So much, just the eclectic leather collection here is fantastic. I feel like it's a cool place to just come in and have a really just cool business meeting, like a one-on-one business meeting.
Definitely.
I mean, I want to move in.
Yeah. I do. I live here.
I'm not saying
don't know,
nothing,
I
but
know.
it's good for the glaucoma. It's a lot of very beautiful, intelligent apples are here.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just joking.
Oh, non-Apple. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Android.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
A lot of androids, yes. That
feel
might
like
be
this
our
is-
code now, you know?
I feel like this is the-
androids and apples.
Right. So the androids are the smart, ugly ones.
No, smart and beautiful.
Smart and beautiful. I think that's an android, you know, but apples.
So you're into
you know?
robots, androids. That's a weird thing you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole nother show.
That is not a show.
Yeah.
Not this show.
Yes.
Not on this channel.
Was that Steven Spielberg, the kid robot? It was IT or something like that? Or what was his name?
Alita?
No.
Alita Battle Angel?
Yeah, that was pretty dope too. I saw that.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
They rushed it. Okay, talking about technology for a second. This James Cameron,
There was a lot of cool
he
tech.
pioneered,
Yeah, it
listen, okay,
was nice.
from the film side, he pioneered some amazing technology with Avatar.
Yeah.
I mean, they made all
Avatar was off the
their
chain.
money. I shouldn't say all their money, but they made a ton of their money off of licensing the technology from that movie. Okay, some of the things that they did. Now, Alita, what's so cool about that is that the actress or the main character, Alita, is an actress, and they filmed an actress.
Yeah.
She's not like a CGI. Complete CGI. Like, so there was actually an actress acting, saying the lines, all that kind of stuff. But then they CGI'd her face
But I think
and other parts of her body, obviously, and
I
stuff
think
like that.
I think Alita, and I think it's so funny to say it. You got to see it again.
No, okay. So here's what I'm saying.
gotta see
They
it.
rushed it.
Yeah.
It should have been like 3
I watched it
movies.
twice, and the second
should have
time it got
been-
me.
It should have been 3 movies.
I think it's a part 2 coming because at the end of the part, there's
gonna
like
they're
going
gonna
up
show
to,
her.
going
That's what
up-
I thought.
Well, go up to that
wherever
little
she was going.
place.
Well, because I said, dude, there's no way they put Edward Norton in that movie to say 3 lines. Edward Norton's a huge star.
True. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Maybe
Sure.
that's the launch for the next one.
I just thought they rushed it. They
Yeah,
could
he
have.
has some really good actors and actors.
That's
up
what I'm
in
saying.
there.
They could have showed her
Yeah.
balling in
Yeah.
that motorball thing. Like
Yeah.
then they months
Yeah,
later.
you know the promo, the trailer to it looks off the chain. I was like, whoa, I gotta see this.
It was a sweet movie.
Yeah, so
I was watching that with my wife. It was really funny. She doesn't like. She's kind of like squeamish. She doesn't like gory movies and anything. I didn't think. I knew it was gonna be some stuff, but the thing that got her was when Demi Moore's character is killed. Sorry for the spoilers if you guys haven't seen it, but when Demi Moore's character is killed, and the guy, who's that guy's name? The main villain.
the guy with the
Not Edward Norton, but the other dude.
Yeah.
The dude who works for Edward Norton.
Yeah, the black guy.
His name starts with a V. Whatever.
man.
That guy,
Yeah.
he opens that box and like her eyes and brain and everything are in there. That like freaked out my wife for like all night. Like she's like, I couldn't sleep because of that. I go, it looked like they like did James Cameron do Jurassic Park?
I don't know, dude.
Okay, well, because the reason I asked that is because
You're in so much filmography.
Yeah.
I'm a taker of.
you're a consumer. Right.
Yes, I consume it and give nothing back. Except for on this show, whenever I start talking about.
Right. Well, no, the reason I asked that is because this whole movie uses all this amazing advanced technology for the actress's face and
her heart.
all the
They basically build her heart and
all that,
everything else,
all
her
the
lungs,
visual
everything's
effects, all those things
technical.
happening. And then they open this box and it looks like they went back to 1998 animatronics with this like weird eyeball brain. I'm like, what the heck is this? CGI it. Do something that makes this look real. Or maybe that's what no, actually doesn't, because I've held a human brain before.
Wow.
Really?
I have held a human brain.
That's a whole nother topic.
That is a whole
wow.
another.
So how long
thing.
was the washing did after you did they had the brain? I mean,
Not at all, man. So
Man, that's
okay,
crazy, dude.
I feel like this is an actual story that needs to happen, because otherwise you can't. They're like, oh, he's a serial killer. A human brain, even if he killed somebody.
Is this yours?
Hey, is this yours? Anyways, no, I'm not a serial killer. Let's clear that up first. I'm not a serial killer.
Yes.
How it happened was, and I was young.
Just like Apple.
I was young. I was young.
Apple.
I was young, okay? This was in 8th grade.
Eighth grade?
Yeah,
So you were a kid.
Yeah, man.
Wow, okay, I want to hear this now.
Okay. So, my friend's parent was a doctor. I forget what kind of I forget, probably like a neurologist. They were really rich, I know that. They had a lot of money. But, so they probably did something very, very specific. But it was like right around we were studying anatomy and all this kind of stuff. And however the back channels worked it out, we ended up, my friend's mom, who's the doctor, ended up bringing in different organs. And one of them was a human brain. So human brain with the spinal cord attached.
Wow.
This is why, maybe this is wrong, but this is why I'm not a donor.
Yeah.
I'm not an organ donor.
Yeah.
Partially because of that facility down in Texas that y'all built.
Oh yeah.
Not that you physically built, but you were the infrastructure for it. Oh my gosh.
That was a cool.
We're going to this place, right? And it's a place that they train surgeons. I'll finish the brain story in a second. They've trained surgeons. I'm there with them. He's showing me around because they did all the technology build into and everything like that. Showing me around, and like everywhere we're going, it's like a double door, like you're in a data center, double door key card access, biometric scanners.
Okay.
To get into the freaking bathroom, you need a thumbprint.
Wow.
Okay.
It's
I'm
like that?
Yes. And I'm like, okay, what's the deal here?
Yeah.
I figured it. This is more secure than my bank, okay?
They're tracking your toilet paper usage.
Dude.
That sounds crazy.
I found out that, and this is kind of dark, this show's taking a dark turn, all right? It's because cadavers are worth like $100,000 on the black market. So, and different bodies. So it's like, yeah, man, this place is on the lockdown because they don't need someone kicking the door or blowing the door in or whatever, trying to sneak out, or even, or being covert and trying to sneak out with stuff, because I guess there's like, for whatever reason, cadavers are worth so much. I guess like medical implant companies that didn't get fully.
Any Frankensteins in North
America? But they like,
Albert Frankenstein.
Yeah, like cadavers that didn't, or like medical implant companies that aren't like fully funded, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
They need a cheaper way to test their stuff. So,
wow.
Was that the reason? That's the reason. Who else would buy? Who's spending 6 figures on a dead body?
Well, basically it's for trained surgeons.
Right, I get that, but that place, they obviously were getting them out of scientific research, approved scientific research. We're training at the next level of doc. But why would people steal? Here's the question: people are trying to steal them because there's a demand, there's money in it, right? Yeah. Who's paying the money and why? I thought it was because like medical implant companies that need to test their stuff.
Sounds like a really...
And that's easy. Like if they didn't get approved, that's what I was told. You know who told me that?
Yeah, I think I know.
You know who told me that?
Yeah.
They didn't get their approval, so they're like, okay, now we got to buy it.
Yeah.
So they go find someone, they get it sideways,
That sounds pretty crazy, dude. I really do.
I think that was a cool place.
It was an amazing place. Yeah. So anyways, the brain.
Okay.
Human brain I held. It doesn't look. It's not pink. First of all, it might be pink when it's in your head, and it's gray.
Is it gray?
Well, that might have been the fluid
Okay.
that they do to preserve it, like the formaldehyde and all that kind of stuff. It stunk. It smelled horrible.
Yeah.
But it's heavy, dude. It's it feels like you wouldn't expect it.
Dense.
You would, yes.
Yeah.
The size of it, it's like when you pick something up and you're like, oh, that's a heavy, like a steel ball, or like a bocce ball. You know, like, oh, that looks like a fun ball, and you pick it up, it's heavy. You know, it was like, wow, it was heavy.
That's so crazy, dude. You just got another movie in my head, Lucy. They were talking about, and I thought in that movie they said you only use 10% of your brain. I'm like, 10%?
Yeah, you are. Most people are using way less than
10% of all that heavy stuff.
Dude, that's
that is crazy.
In my hands, I'm holding this thing, and I'm like, this is the most advanced supercomputer that we can't even figure out.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
And it's sitting right in our head.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's the same thing as an animal. You can hold an ant brain if they have. I think they have a brain. You hold an ant brain. We can't figure it out. We can't figure that stuff out.
Yeah, it's true because I'm big on like.
You came on the crazy show, man. We're talking about hotels. You're on the crazy show.
Man, it's cool, man. I'm all about it, man. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, you know.
Well, here's something interesting. I think it was either Elon Musk or someone was talking about, chips. Ron's all about putting a chip in him. Whatever, man. You're gonna get hacked. You're gonna be hacked while you're base jumping somewhere.
There's some awesome.
Don't talk about it. Listen.
Tech I want to talk about, which is,
Next up, a different episode.
Yeah, dude.
But anyways.
That's the mission to Mars. That's the one that we need to. Yeah.
No, chips, man. They're talking about like interfacing human beings with the internet. Think about this. Just think about contact lenses that are screens.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a question. We want to ask a question. We type it in, or we ask Siri or Alexa or whatever. We're already doing this. We're already interfaced with all the other humans, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that you just did that in your head.
Yeah, it's like the universal soldiers thing.
But you're completely interfaced. Like, people don't see it this way with the phone. It's so funny. Like, when you talk to kids these days about school and all that kind of stuff, school's great, but they have access to all of humanity's information right here.
So you're trying to say like they're gonna be like Tony Stark, but all through your eyes, like when Tony Stark's talking to his machine.
No, but he's still talking. He has an advanced version of Alexa.
Yeah.
Jarvis is a super advanced Alexa, right? Jarvis. He's saying Jarvis. He still has to activate Jarvis. Jarvis.
Right in your eyes.
Hey, Jarvis. Hey, Jarvis. Oh, now it's Friday. It got to Friday, and then he brought Jarvis back or something.
Yeah.
It was Friday, then Jarvis. But anyways, no, like, you have a question, right? And you Google it. You're driving somewhere. You need directions.
Oh, yeah. I did see that.
You just think it.
But they had like an eye thing,
No more. I'm talking about a chip in your head that interfaces with the internet. That you think it. You say, I need directions to the Walton Street Lounge, and the directions show up in your eye, or inaudibly you hear, start driving this way.
Dude.
Start driving this.
That's crazy.
Yes, think about that. Like the way your brain, like the way you know the way home right now. Your brain can tell you that anywhere you don't know to go, and you just think it because you're interfaced with Google Maps.
Well, you know, like I said before, that's like
some crazy
that's a bionic
stuff.
man. That's like the $6 million man.
No, that's beyond that.
or
Yeah.
other really cool.
No, because you're gonna freak me out about some subjects that I can't handle right now.
No, seriously.
Hey, no. Save it. Next episode, I'll put you on again. I'll allow you to be on your own show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is pretty much. You can come back on your own show.
No, it'll just be. I'm not even gonna be on it.
Hey, Ron, you need some time out there, bud.
No. He's gonna be sitting in that chair. No one else is on the show. All 3 cameras on him. It's just gonna be different angles of him talking about this.
Yes. I've heard about it, man. It's pretty dope, though.
Right.
It's pretty dope.
So, anyways, that's some crazy stuff, man. We're going. I held a human brain. It's a crazy supercomputer. They're gonna interface it with the rest of humanity. I don't think I'd do it because I don't want to be hacked.
Yeah, dude.
You don't know what's in that chip. They tell you. It's like they tell you, this is that chip, man. It just does this, and then one day, government pushes a button and you're all soldiers storming Area 51 under the control of somebody else, and they send you in the wave, not the safe wave of sneaking in the back. You're part of the waste group,
From now on, you may call me General Zod.
Yes.
Kneel to
Some guy going
Zod.
nuts outside. Look at that. This guy's going. He was going nuts. You stopped. You guys missed it. I was just saying, you guys were saying something. I didn't hear you because I was watching this guy go nuts.
Okay.
That happens in Chicago.
Yes.
Happens to the best of us, really.
Yeah.
He's got the chip.
Yeah, the chip.
he was
First
he was an early adopter of
Yeah.
the chip.
He's
Yeah.
year one of
Yeah.
the process.
Yeah,
Yeah,
beta.
you know, I'm gonna
no,
be
Mark
honest
1.
with you.
Mark 1. Mark 1.
Yeah, he's in the,
I'll be honest with you, dude. I think all that stuff is already being done somehow, somewhere. That's why they're talking
It
about
is.
this
It's
area.
right here, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's there, but I mean, all this advanced stuff that we're talking about, I mean, to be honest with you, the first sign of technology is to think it. And then you put it on a piece of paper and then you try to evolve it. But that stuff, I think right now is not something far-fetched. You know,
It's not, Elon Musk was.
Yeah.
I think it's him. I hope I'm not putting something to his name that wasn't him.
Is that the guy from Tesla?
Yeah, man.
He is out of mind, out of body, man. This is pretty interesting dude, man. I like him.
He's the real deal.
Yeah, dude. I like him.
He's cool.
he's a forward thinker.
Yeah.
Hey, Elon.
Did you
if
see
you're
that he's
watching,
trying to
man,
build like the first electrical plane? Like
I don't know. Hey, wait.
electrical
We
plane, man,
need a
that's
quick
crazy.
Elon Musk shout out. If you're watching this, I'd be very amazed if you are. If you are, though, we'd love to have you on the show, man. I know
real.
you've been to Chicago. You were thinking about doing some cool train projects here. Don't know if that's still in the works, but if you could see all of these amazing. I mean, you were with Joe Rogan. I know he's famous. You're famous. All that stuff. If you wanted to give a little bump, to some guys starting out, that'd be really cool. We'd appreciate
you can
it.
have some
And I'm sure the Walton Street Lounge would
Maison
love
Surrenne.
having you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maison Surrenne.
Surrenne.
You can have whatever you want,
Yeah,
man.
there
I
you
don't
go.
care. You want to smoke a blunt again here? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll work it out
I'll roll
for
it
you.
up for you, bud.
January 1st, you won't get in trouble for it.
There you go, sir.
I will roll it for you if you're doing it here.
Yes, sir.
So
It's just a
anyways.
pleasure.
And I don't think your stock's
You can
going
tell-
down this
You
time.
can tell the people your friends I roll a blunt for you.
For Elon Musk.
You know what I'm saying?
If you would autograph
Can you
that
top
blunt,
that?
this blunt has Elon Musk spit on it. Sir, that's illegal. I'm going to have to confiscate that. You can't.
No.
See what you're doing? You're trying to take my Elon Musk blunt.
Yes.
Anyways, how's that cognac treating you, man?
I couldn't feel good right now, man. I'm gonna sip a little bit more,
That's fine,
for a
enjoy
daylight
it.
kind of thing. But that's what we do here at this wonderful, wonderful spot, man.
Top shelf tech.
Top shelf tech, man. You got to come out and see what we're talking about. Just
think that's
hearing
why they're here.
our version, you got to come out and check it out yourself. Watch this.
That's so funny? I stopped and watched him. He commanded my attention completely. Did you put a chip in my head, man? Everyone watched this.
They called me Zod.
Well, this was fun, man.
This has been a great day, man.
I appreciate
Having a
you
wonderful
coming
time.
out.
I do.
Chris Lindell.
I am all about this, man.
This started as hotel technology, but hotel I don't even know what this
I don't
was.
even know if it was.
Human
man.
brain, Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, we should have went in there sports stuff too, man. It did technology and sports and all that stuff because I played sports.
We'll
and
do that again.
Football and all that stuff. I got some stuff. It might be interesting.
Yeah, we'll have you on again, man.
Of course, man. I'm looking forward to that, man. I just want to say, man, it was a great experience, man.
Awesome.
Great experience.
Thanks for being here.
You rock, man. Hey, Ronald. You out of timeout, man. You may come back to your show.
All right. Episode 2 a wrap.
All right.
Like it?